On the shores of Lake Tiberias, with a temperature of 39 degrees Celsius in the sunlight, the commemoration of St. Mary Magdalene was celebrated for the first time since being elevated by the Church to a feast. Preparations are underway in Bethlehem for the conference with Palestinians from around the world to be held from October 1st to October 3rd, a chance to get back to basics, meet relatives, and discover possible investments. In Tarshiah and throughout the Holy Land, thousands of children participate in summer camps organized in schools and parishes so as to deepen their faith and Christian identity and make new friends and have fun. 8 years at the service of the Mother Church of Jerusalem, an abridged version of the special that was broadcast in his honor.
On the shores of Lake Tiberias, with a temperature of 39 degrees and the sunlight, the feast of St. Mary Magdalene was celebrated by Christians who came from all over Galilee, but also from Jerusalem. A feast which for the first time is commemorating Jesus' faithful follower on the very day dedicated to her in the same place that, as confirmed by archaeologists, is part of the ancient town of Magdala. And it was also here in 2009 that the priests of the Notre Dame Institute of Jerusalem began working on the construction of a retreat center. But during the excavation work for the foundations, a first-century synagogue was uncovered. Inside of it, the so-called Stone of Magdala was also uncovered, one of the most important archaeological finds in Israel in 50 years, according to experts. It is considered a crossroads between Jewish and Christian history. This is a very important, and I would even say extraordinary, archaeological discovery. Part of the town of Magdala had remained uncovered since the 1st century, and now we will not only have a beautiful pilgrim center, but also a holy place of the gospel. The Mass was celebrated in the Duc in Altum Church, a name that refers to the biblical episode of the Gospel of St. Luke, when Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Put out into deep water and lower your nets for a catch." The boat-shaped altar allows participants to contemplate the Sea of Jesus. The celebration was presided by Monsignor Giacinto Marcuso with the presence of several local religious authorities. This year at the Holy See, the Congregation for Divine Worship has wanted to elevate the celebration of St. Mary Magdalene to a feast. Until now, it was considered a memorial, and now it is a feast. That is, from a liturgical point of view, it is at a higher level. And, after all, among those who had accompanied Jesus, only the apostles' celebrations were considered feasts. And we can say that is the case from now on for the apostles, including the one who is called the Apostle among the Apostles, also known as Saint Mary Magdalene. For Father Juan Solan, who has been committed to this project from the very beginning, the physical construction continues to make progress, protected by God's providence in its various spiritual initiatives and bringing along with it a fundamental message. A part of a deep message of hope. Mary Magdalene had 7 demons. As the Gospel tells us, however, she did not become disheartened. She sought Jesus, and Jesus sought her. And this encounter between human misery and God's mercy creates very beautiful things. So this is a great hope for every human being, man, woman, young or old, and a message that God's mercy is greater than all of our miseries. Back to the Roots. This is the title of the conference organized by the municipalities of Bethlehem, Bet Shahor, and Bet Jala, along with various partners. The purpose of the conference, which will be held in Bethlehem from October 1st to October 3rd, is to gather Palestinians scattered throughout the world, especially those living in Latin America and North America, due to their large number. The objective is to strengthen family ties, to encourage social connections, and discover possible investments, as well as consolidate the Palestinian identity and its roots.
This is the first conference addressed to our expatriates. It's an invitation to return to their roots, to live their lives while remaining true to their origins and their own homeland. It is a call to meet their relatives again and to learn about the investment opportunities in the province of Bethlehem and in Palestine in general.
I call on the diaspora sons and daughters to participate in the first conference in the province of Bethlehem, so as to bring together all generations living in this land and elsewhere, and to support our culture and our land and our presence here. I want to tell all expatriates in Bet Jala that I am waiting for them. Their return is very important. The conference will be held in October, but in the meantime, preparations are underway. In mid-July, a preparatory meeting took place at the Town Hall of Bethlehem in the presence of the main collaborators and supporters of the event, including the towns of Bet Shahor and Bet Jala, the Bank of Palestine, and the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Bethlehem.
We began to organize the conference a month ago thanks to a preparatory commission and the town of Bethlehem with the intent to show the best face of province of Bethlehem to its citizens who have moved abroad for many years and have not come back.
There are 7.5 million Palestinian expatriates scattered around the world, compared to 4 million who live here. We know that the former have power and influence abroad where they reside. If we could transfer 1% of their workforce to Palestine, we would have a strategic and significant change in the local environment.
Together we can get across all the walls. Together we can build bridges between brothers and sisters around the world.
In July and August, the Christian students of the city of Tarshiha, as well as throughout the Holy Land, enjoy their summer vacation. It is a time of rest, a time to visit relatives and travel, but it is also a time to make new friends and deepen their faith.
We organize 2 or 3 week camps for children every year during the summer so that their spiritual formation is not interrupted during the summer break. In addition, their families benefit because activities take place from morning to afternoon. At summer camp, we become more united and love between us grows.
The days are highlighted by moments of prayer, catechesis, games, art, and trips. At the same time, children are given the opportunity to rediscover and deepen their faith, as well as their identity, meet new friends, and have fun together.
We do catechesis about Jesus, and we remind them that the church is not only made of doctrine and teachings, but of love and joy. It is a joy that is expressed not only in words, but also through the games and the enjoyable atmosphere.
Through the experience of the summer camps, the church promotes youth education and invests in the training of new leaders.
The pastoral life is not only a life of prayer, it is also a life to be shared. When children participate in these activities, they create new relationships, sharing happy days with others, and this encourages unity. This is the next generation. When they grow up, they will know themselves better and will become good leaders. I have been volunteering for 3 years. I always participated in this camp, even as a child. I liked how our leaders shared God's words with us. Now I have grown up, and I have come to help. 8 years in charge of the Mother Church of Jerusalem, a special dedicated to his Beatitude, Monsignor Fouad Toual, an interview in which he recounted difficulties, challenges, and joys of the past 8 years at the helm of the Latin Patriarchate.
نحن إذا أردنا أن نكون بالفعل أتباع السيد المسيح.
I really wanted to be Jesus' follower. I wanted to carry this cross, this ordeal, this pain, the pain of the occupation, of the Christian emigration, of the division between Christians. There are 13 churches only in Jerusalem. If you think of these issues but do not perceive them, you're not a man, you're not a person.
ما أثرت فيك أنت مش موجود.
His mission entailed opportunities for dialogue, meetings, and ecumenism.
Through his 8 years, I think, of his tenure here, we had real cooperation with him and the other church leaders, and we tackled so many issues, and we joined our forces, we raised our voice.
I have this feeling, and it is also the impression of our founder of the Priests of the Sacred Heart. It is not so much the location as the disposition of the person. Being a patriarch in Jerusalem can also be an inconvenient position because of the problems and hardships we face, and I think that Patriarch Fouad had his share of them.
أكيد قد ما سمعوني بتكلم.
Of course, and as I always say, this is the Church of Calvary, the cross and the resurrection, and we must live together every day as Jesus taught us. Do not be afraid, I am with you. And if he is always with us, we must not be afraid. We are with Christ. We must not be afraid, because the important thing is to be with him. The full version of the special is available on the Italian site of the Christian Media Center. Terra Santa News is a production of the Christian Media Center in Jerusalem, Holy Land. For more information about Terra Santa News and the Christian Media Center, please check out our website at the bottom of the screen. You'll also be able to subscribe to our newsletter, to view live video feeds from the Holy Land, as well as visit our Facebook and YouTube pages and follow our Twitter feed. Come visit the website of Terra Santa News.